Editing, this is how we kind of if we think about taking the content and bringing it into your context. And so part of that is simple things like key changes and space between songs and making things fit for your room. I know some of us maybe don't use the special channel. We'd rather have BGV's a stereo channel. And so those things are okay. They're totally okay. Make it work for your room. And so I'm gonna help you guys go kind of a couple layers deeper into making this applicable for yourselves. Okay, so to get started, all of these groups over here in this channel side they start closed, and they're all different colors so that you can see that they're different songs. Great. This little triangle here is how I expand and close groups. You'll actually see different triangles all over the place. There's one up in this top left-hand corner. This is where you'll kind of find, I don't know, audio effects, kind of like a few layers deeper, or if someone's just having a really good time with Ableton. It's not that important. And then in this bottom portion, we'll get into that later, actually. So you'll see these triangles all over the place per group and even per channel. So I'll usually mute the channels that I don't think are necessary, like drums or bass or piano, mostly because we have those on stage. So, but they're in there for reference, just in case you get into a rehearsal and you have a drummer and they, for the life of them, cannot remember how the bridge goes. You can quickly unmute, and it's pre-routed here to the perk channel. To unmute, you'll just toggle this box. It will turn orange, or it will turn gray to be off. Orange is on, gray is off. Or I suppose whatever color it is in your Ableton preferences. Off and on. So when you get these files, yes, they're usually muted for just kind of like a general mix that if someone gets the session and they don't know anything about Ableton, they should be able to push play and it will sound okay. Over here, you'll find these little send boxes here. Right now, they say negative infinity. That means that they are not routed to that specific channel. So these boxes are all correlated to these returns here. So click. Honestly, if you just count them out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you'll see here that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you just kind of like look at the box, it's obviously like not labeled or anything, but if you look at the box and then count how many returns are at the bottom, you'll see which send goes to which return. These are pre-routed. It's a click and drag up and down kind of situation. So I send them kind of 100% and then use the channel mixer here to mix how much of that audio file I'm sending to the return for drums or like an instrument that I know will be muted when it comes time to like do the show. Just route it kind of to 0, to unity. But yeah, these are here, so click and drag up and down to route them. And honestly, it's the same for anything. You know, if you want this keys channel, for instance, to be, maybe you want it in the special channel instead of the melodic channel, you just click and drag all the way down until it says negative infinity, and you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 5th return is the special channel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I click and drag, and I send it all the way to that channel. So that's kind of how to route certain channels to certain returns. If it comes down to, and you're like, I hate having this in here, just delete it. It's not a big deal. So to delete, just go ahead and select it. It'll highlight black or whatever color, and you'll just push the delete button, and it will go away. The biggest and most important thing that each of us needs to know is how to transpose to the key that you are doing it for your weekend. To do that, I kind of just start by taking anything melodic, and I kind of do that so that I don't get like a perk a tambourine that's like down in the basement for no reason, like from a crisp tambourine down to like this weird rattling doorknob kind of situation. I don't want that. So, but every once in a while you'll find that there are like synth effects channels that we send to the perk channel that they do have some melodic tones to them, and those ones actually do need to be transposed, or else you'll get like this like crescendo into this moment, and it's like this high G note, but you're actually playing the song in F sharp, and it's horrible. It's terrible. It will make you cringe. So, kind of as y'all are just making your way through, clicking through the song and listening, you'll want to just kind of like be aware if the perk channel or synth effects is synth effects is mostly the one that you need to be on the lookout for. If those have any tones to them, and if they do, you'll know that you need to transpose that, even if the majority of it is like a tambourine or a swell or something like that. If there is a tone in it, just transpose it. You'll be happier. I talked about clicking through, and I forgot that I didn't tell you how to do that. So it's super simple. If I am just anywhere in the song, as long as I click anywhere within the wave file, as long as the locator is there and nothing is highlighted, it will play from that spot.